A partitive or sharing context is helpful in interpreting division of a whole number by a whole number. In the example, 5 divided by 4 is equal to 1/4 times 5. So 5 divided by 4 is division, and 1/4 times 5 is the inverse of 5 divided by 4, which equals 5/4. You could lay out 5 sandwiches, or a diagram of sandwiches, and cut them into 4s. So each person, and then you could say color them, like a yellow, a red, a blue, and a purple on each one. So you know that everybody's going to get a 1/4 of each of the 5 sandwiches. In activity 1512 on 396 of your book, there's garden plots. 3 gardens are equally shared 1/4 of an acre for their plots. What part of the acre is each gardener plotting? As division, this would read 1/4 divided by 3, which the inverse of division would make it 1/4 times 1/3. When you multiply across, each one will get 1/12 of that 1/4 of an acre. The water bottle would be considered very similar to the problem before. But the cheese sticks, however, you have 24 in total. You have to figure out how many 1/4 is, which ends up being 6. Then he splits them with 2 friends and himself, so that's 3, not 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2 each. The figure on the right is 3 different ways to show the problem. Mark has 1 1/4 hours to finish his 3 chores. If he divides his time evenly, how many hours can he give to each chore? If you did it as a pie, you have a whole pie plus a 1/4. You break it up into 12ths. So you have 5 12ths of an hour per chore. You can do the same thing with a number line and with counters. As an equation or algorithm, you would have 1 1/4, which turns into 5/4. Denominator times whole number plus the numerator makes 5/4. You can break it up into 3 groups, so you could do 5/4 times 1/3, which equals 5/12. To help students learn fractions and division, propose the problems beginning with the divisor as the unit. So like 3 divided by half, 5 divided by a 1/4, which then makes it 3 times 2/1, 5 times 4/1, and so on. Then move to problems with the second fraction not as the unit fraction. So you'd have 5 divided by 3/4, which is 5 divided by 4/3, 8 divided by 2/5, which is 8 times 5/2. And then you would have like a mixed number in there. 3 3/4, which you have to multiply, makes 12. Denominator times whole makes 12. Plus the 3 is 15, so 15/4 times 8/3.